Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is your dog, your slime, your Duke, man. It's your boy Ora back on the mic. What the fuck? Now, as you can see by the title, man, we're back on his channel for one reason only, and that is to promote a new product. Let's fucking go, man. I mean, why else would I come back to this joint? I'm just kidding, man. But in today's video, we're gonna be making a little loop. You know what I'm saying? I made a little loop. I haven't really made anything in a good while, so I just wanted to sort of take my time with it and not worry about the cameras being on. Went ahead and cooked up like a little ambient loop. I don't even know what you would call this. It's very interesting and just experimental. So I'm happy to showcase this to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if it's absolute dog shit or if it's fucking heaven sent and this is going straight to Drake. Of course, this video is sponsored by UNISON. Shout out to my dog Sep. He wanted me to come on here and showcase the new UNISON ZEN Master plugin that he just actually recently dropped. It's 100% free, which is crazy. You don't get a lot of free plugins nowadays, and it's some absolute sauce. It's a gem, you know what I mean? It's a fucking gem, and it's completely free. So I'm gonna show you guys that, fuck around with it a little bit, and then I'll give you some secret sauce. You know what I mean? Some Alfredo in here. So yeah, why don't we let's get straight into it. All right, man. So I'm not gonna lie. The chords. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The chords the chords on this are very basic. The backbone of the loop is extremely simple. Okay, it is super simple. Everything, all the magic that happens, really comes on later in the loop. On the counter melodies and the leads and the ambience. All of that is sort of what makes this loop come together as one. But I started off with just some very simple chords. I don't know what you call this, the 189 762 360 combo, whatever the hell, right? Music, who the fuck knows music theory? But I went ahead and found this little one shot from one of these kits. Yep. And then I just played out these simple chords. I didn't really do anything too crazy with them, just obviously randomize them a tiny bit and call it a day. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it out for you guys. Let's go. As you can see, absolutely angelic and amazing. On the effect rack for this, man, we have a simple EQ, just cutting out the lows, boosting a tiny bit of the mids and highs. On the overall equalizer, I also took out some of the lows. I don't really think that matters at all, but whatever. Added an Echo Boy, used this preset, full mix, you know what I mean? Let's go. Crystallizer default preset, barely any mix on there. I like the little preset, how it kind of, adds like these notes bouncing off of each other, but it can be a little too loud and too draining to the ear, so you want to, sort of turn the mix down as much as you can. Of course, we added some default Valhalla vintage verb, and then boom, the fucking Zen Master. Look at this beautiful UI. Look at this just hot, handsome, monk just sitting on the yup, that shit is absolutely gorgeous. No, but you guys know I fuck with Unison's UI so heavy, bro. The GUI, whatever it is, right? The look of the whole plugin, they always nail it. It's just super simple, super clean. The font's always, I don't know why I'm complimenting that, but I just always love their GUI. So just wanted to point that out there. So I pretty much took the Awaken preset and then I kind of just fucked around with it a little bit. I think it was something completely different than this, so just consider it a default preset. I just turned up the Ascend for it, kind of gave it a little bit of a nicer feel, a bit of a more angelic touch to it. Just turn the gain up a little bit, blah blah blah, right? So this is what it sounds like without all the plugins. Notice how it's just super dry, just sounds like a like a wet fart. Boom, we add on the plugins. Now it just sounds like pumpkin pie on the beach. You know what I mean? That's the perfect way of putting it. Alright, so I then added a fucking serum sound. Very simple. Just copy the same exact chords. I'll show the serum preset. It's called the synth shelter. On the use code myth for 25% off all kits. So I'm gonna go ahead and play it out. Kind of some Lil Uzi shit, you know what I mean? Very basic. Very, very nice. Now, I'm a fucking pro at music, right? So I put them all on the same fucking track. That very, very pro producer moment right there. But again, without it, it just sounds, I don't know, it sounds like I don't even know. I can't make a joke for this one. It sounds like shit. But boom, you add on the effects, just takes it to a whole nother level. Alright, so we then added Labs. Holy fuck, Labs is literally like the opus magnus of all plugins. This shit is free, and the sounds on here are absolutely beautiful. This combined with Unison Zen Master is like literally like just the cherry on top. I mean, it's fucking insane. This plugin is OD. Went ahead and got the piano pads radio sound from the piano pads patch. Turn the attack down, the decay and sustain down a little bit as well. And then again, just copied over the fucking notes. But it's just this angelic ass kind of pad that I put in the back. I'm low-key shit at layering main chords, so I don't know why. It may sound kind of weird in the end, but it's just some very angelic pad. Again, on channel 3, without it, it's just a little bit more dead and dry. I don't know why I'm talking over it right now, so you guys can barely hear it, but yeah, whatever. And then with it, you know, just adds a little bit more ambience, a bit of a nicer feel. I wanted to really give it a bit of a touch, right? A little touch up. Alright, so after that, I added this other lead. It doesn't really make a whole lot of a difference to the whole loop. It's kind of hard to hear in the end, but I just like to add a whole lot of different sounds just to make me feel like I'm doing something new. So I ended up adding this. But yeah, in the end, you can't even really hear it. This is on channel 5, so you go to 5. We have a simple EQ cutting out the highs and lows, vintage verb, echo boy, and crystallizer default all the way. Turn up the highs on this as well in the post. Altogether, it'll sound like this. Bada bing, bada boom. It sounds really lit and cool. Alright, man, so now we got a serum joint. This is like the main lead. I'm super proud of this because it sounds like really dumb, but also really cool. So that's why I stuck with it. I used the lead reflection joint from the somatic, one of the somatics packs. Let me see, bro, the chill wave pack. There you go. I went ahead and played this out. There you go. You already know I added mad shit on here. We got the UNISON Zen Master Zen Vibe. Oh my god. We got the UNISON Zen Master Zen Vibe preset. Absolutely beautiful. If you notice the Zen Master, it's got all these different presets. Some of these presets are a little bit geared towards different type of sounds. So I think this is more of like a lo-fi plugin, but I wanted to kind of fuck around and see if I could use it more on like a general ambient loop, which I did, and it actually ended up sounding really cool. But it has a lot of different effects on here. You have the imbalance effect, which I think this is more of like an upgraded sort of chorus. So it's just like a whole, you know, different, you know, like a big range of effects put into this that kind of sounds like a bit of a chorus. So it kind of just like fucks around with the loop, sort of makes it a little bit more shaky. It just sounds really cool. The Electrify sort of adds a little bit of bit crusher on there, as well as I think it expands the EQ a little bit, which is really nice. If you're using this on like a more digital sound, then that'll definitely liven up your sound a little bit if that's what you're looking for. Of course, vinyl is just vinyl. What I love about the vinyl joint is that you can like change different like vinyl settings. So you have the white, crackle, and vinyl. And of course you have the Ascend sound. I think from me using it, I've gauged that like the Ascend joint kind of boosts some sort of frequencies, also widens it a little bit, and sort of just kind of makes it a little bit more spatial. So it really just like expands your audio, which I really like in plugins, especially in most of the UNISON plugins kind of have that. So I really like that. Of course, we threw a low cut on there, reverb, and then I was gonna put on a filter freak, but I couldn't find the right preset, so we didn't really do anything after that. Altogether, it's gonna sound like this. So yeah, I think it sounds pretty cool, right? I don't know, I might be delusional, but I think it sounds pretty epic. So from there, I ended up using the Labs preset, the Astral Forms Guitar Bode Drone. So I kind of use this more as like an ambient sort of sound in the background, kind of drives the melody forward. I really like this kind of expansive sound that it really holds. I did end up obviously stereo widening it. So that's what I did with this, is I stereo widened it, cut out the highs and lows, and then added a very heavy reverb on it. So this is what it sounds like. I ended up putting it in a higher octave. This way it occupies the more unoccupied frequencies, which in my opinion is like a pro producer tip that I'm throwing at you guys. This is something nice. Obviously you want to kind of fill out the EQ map, right? So in my opinion, the best way to do that is to just play around and have different sounds in different octaves, right? Obviously you don't want to go up to the the C9 octave, but try and mess around and get into the higher octaves and see what you can do, as well as the lower octaves. But that's more where the sub bass and all that comes in. But altogether, I might as well play it. So here it is. Again, it's kind of a weird loop, but this is like the first weird loop I've ever made, so I really was kind of proud of this one. Then ended up going with a simple bass, boosted the lows, cut out the highs, follows the, you know, the root notes of each chord. Not really going to play the whole bass, but you can sort of gauge what it's like. I'll play the bass with everything in a second, but then I added a reverse cymbal. I put some reverb and then some UNISON ZEN master on it with some vinyl. I used the Awaken preset, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I changed it after. And then just some reverb. So, and then I boosted the lows. I then also added a perk loop, stretched it out to be 4 bars, lowered the pitch a little bit. And yeah, this is what it sounds like. Pretty cool, you know what I mean? Again, just you want to try out different things, right? So this is kind of what I did. Normally, you don't use perk loops on like you know, just any loop. Sort of, you know, fits into like its own kind of loop category. But I said, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, who uses a reverse cymbal and not a normal cymbal? So why not, right? But I think it sounded really cool. So this is everything all together. Here we go. Boom, you know what I'm saying? So again, I can't really tell if this is like a really good loop or a really bad loop. So you guys tell me in the freaking comments, man, because I freaking don't know. But overall, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Bit of an all over the place kind of video, but I haven't really made a video in a little while, so I'm sort of out of the groove. Just wanted to showcase to you guys the UNISON ZEN Master. It's an overall amazing plugin, very, very, very useful. It's free. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't download it. If you're looking for some extra effects sauce, this is going to be your go-to. You know what I mean? This is going to be the portal to literally making your melodies just sound better. You know what I mean? If you're ever out of presets, out of plugins to use, ever out of ideas on what to use, literally just pull up the UNISON ZEN Master, pop open a little preset, and let the rest, you know, just fill your ears with absolute ear candy. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. It's good to post a video every now and then, you know what I mean? Thank you so much to my boy Sep for sponsoring this video, man. He always hooks us up with these cool ass plugins. Definitely gonna be using this in the future, bro. You'll see this in future videos 100%. Don't even think about, you know, not seeing this in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.